Hello everyone. Today I am going to show you an amazing low-end PC game which can run on your potato PC. Before you continue, please make sure to subscribe and hit that like. So let's get started.
Oh man, no ho. Oh man, no ho. Oh man, no ho. Oh man, no ho.
The game is Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is an action-adventure video game developed by United Front Games and published by Square Enix's European subsidiary. Set in contemporary Hong Kong, the story follows Wei Shen, an undercover Chinese-American police officer on assignment to infiltrate the Sun On Yee Triad organization. Gameplay focuses on Shen's fighting, shooting and parkour abilities, and on gadgets that can be used for combat and exploration. Players must complete missions to unlock content and continue the story, but they may instead freely roam the game's open-world environment and engage in both legal and criminal activities. The latter may incite a police response, the intensity of which is controlled by a heat system. Actions such as fighting, driving and racing grant Shen statistical rewards and earn the player achievements. It is one of my favorite games. You should also try it. Sleeping Dogs, Square Enix's forgotten Hong Kong kung fu thriller, is a Grand Theft Auto clone, but it's a better game than Rockstar's own GTA 5. Square Enix's overlooked crime thriller Sleeping Dogs was one of the previous console generation's best games, and in hindsight, it may have outdone Grand Theft Auto 5 in its iterations on the GTA formula. The Hong Kong set action game took the elements that make GTA great and put its own spin on them, adding an engaging story, more entertaining driving and shooting, and a satisfying, Batman, Arkham Asylum-inspired kung fu combat system. Part of what could be called the GTA clone action sub-genre, Sleeping Dogs shares many traits of Grand Theft Auto games. It takes place in an open world with a variety of driving and combat missions, puts the player in the shoes of a criminal with good intentions, and features a story full of loyalty as well as betrayal. The game received general praise, earning an 83 on Metacritic after its 2012 release, and it still holds up today. That's because Sleeping Dogs is more than just a clone of GTA, as it improves on many of GTA's core appeals to make an overall better game. Sleeping Dogs' best elements are in its gameplay. Its driving mechanics have a more arcade-wide feel than GTA 5's driving, allowing for more recklessness without losing momentum. Protagonist Wei Shen can pop out of a car's window at any time to fire at enemies in slow motion, targeting drivers or car tires to send pursuing vehicles flying into fiery explosions. The best part, though, that players can open a car's door while it's moving and jump over to an adjacent vehicle, automatically taking it over and continuing the chase. Ground combat is just as fun, with a counter and combo focused system that results in plenty of flashy melee beatdowns of large groups of enemies. Couple that with gruesome, contextual finishing moves like shoving someone into a dumpster or an exhaust fan, and GTA's combat is just plain boring by comparison. Similarly interesting are Sleeping Dogs' story and setting. Compared to GTA 5's LA-inspired Los Santos, Sleeping Dogs' depiction of Hong Kong is vibrant, and it's a location few other games have explored. Its story takes inspiration from the city it's set in. In keeping with Hong Kong action movies, Sleeping Dogs' narrative is full of over-the-top action. It can be a bit trope-wide, sure, but there are few games that deliver the playable action movie experience as well as Sleeping Dogs. Players are bound to fall in love with its charismatic characters, like Wei Shen's childhood friend Jackie Ma, and run into some genuinely brutal and heart-wrenching twists along the way.